Oh, there we are. Hey, fellas, how you doing? Back in the saddle again. It's been a slow go. Been super busy. Loving life, but, it's busy. Normally, people say don't apologize to your fans for not making videos, so I'm not gonna because life is busy and life is good. And I'm finally getting around to doing something. It's just before Christmas, and it is toasty out here in Florida. Brother, it is like 78 degrees. And while you guys up north, most of you are struggling to do anything in your car, and some of you guys are wondering what to do next or for an idea or whatever. I mean, I'm going to be playing with my cars. And I'm working on my Magnum because I really love driving the car. It's not the greatest style. I get a lot of riz on the Magnum. It's okay. Different strokes, different folks, right? Yeah, so I'm working on the Magnum. And my dash goes dead. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put in gauges aftermarket. So I went and I got some Autometer Z series, and my car's acting weird. I got the gauges working, at least the ones I have installed. Everything's fine. Speedometer is slightly off by a few miles an hour, like 3 miles an hour at about 70, and when you go a little faster it goes off some more. Not a big deal. Probably get away with a singular tooth change. Right now I got the 36 in there. So I got these guys working well, working with the lights. These two I was about to hook up, and then I discovered this thing is messed up. So hold on, I'm just gonna put the camera here. Okay, ready? I'm gonna step on the brake pedal. That's right, you're not gonna see the brake lights, but I don't know if you could see that. Maybe I should put a key in, that might help. I thought my... All right, let's see if we can try that again. Yeah, there you go. Do you see it? Hold on. I don't think you're gonna see it. I'll move it around. I step on the brake lights, and my turn signal light goes on. I'm like, really? Ain't that some crap? Hey. I don't know. First it was my reverse lights that came on and stayed on. So I just yanked them. I'm like, who really needs reverse lights? It's not a big deal. You just got to be careful, right? Then I had some gauge problems, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm good. I got replacements. I had all that crap. It's not a big deal. So I said, screw it. I'll just throw it in here. I was going to put it on, another ride, but it's all right. Then also I get that. I'm like, what is next? Who knows? Who cares? We'll just circumvent everything. My buddy Mark, thank you, Mark, was saying, just go out and get yourself a wiring harness and redo these guys. But I just want to give a shout out on 4A bodies only. This was recommended to straighten out my gas gauge, and it worked wonderfully. Thank you, 4A bodies only. Much appreciated. That worked out well. You can adjust where the empty is. You can adjust where the full is. You can adjust to where the half tank is a half tank. And there's, between the empty and the full, there are two other settings that you can type in. So you can accurately say, this is where the fuel is. It also has an LED port that you can tap a LED wire in for a low fuel level or a high fuel level, and I used it for the low one. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it flashes, and it's currently right behind here, so at least that will take some of the brightness away, because LEDs are pretty bright, and that's kind of like in your face, especially here. So I got those shenanigans going on, and I'm just like, WTF is with that. More fun with old cars. Yeah, y'all know the deal. And it's all right. It's all good. What I wanted to do a whole lot earlier than this was make a few videos of me going to the track in this car, and I don't expect anything quick out of it at all. It's a nice street ride. It has 355 gears, 245 60-15s, a 2500 stall, and a 727. And it's a 2000 Magnum with 1 3/4 hooker headers, an RPM intake, and a 750. I used the Mopar Performance Chrome box and distributor. That's all that's done to this car. I didn't do anything else. I just want to see how it runs. Now, this car was initially listed at like 3690, I think it was. I'll have to fish that out, but it was just under 3,700 pounds. Well, there's no more air conditioning up front. That compressor and the condenser is gone. Everything else remains under the dash. You know, the hoses are gone up front. So there's a couple pound savings there, and the inside is not gutted. It's missing the carpet and jute padding, which is not a big deal, but it's going to stay this way for a little bit. There is a little bit of a hole to fix here, and I don't really want to drive around with that splashing up. It has a little tiny hole right up there. I want to take care of that. But after that, yeah, I'll just put the dash back on, put the console in, and start rocking and rolling. Hopefully I can report back to you pretty soon. Got on a good, nice Wednesday night. I was at Speed World, seeing what this thing can do. And like I said, I don't expect any fanfare out of this. I mean, don't even ask me for a prediction. I'll probably run 15. I could still count the amount of times I've been down a track on my digits. So I'm a complete rookie, and I'm building some stuff that I probably have no real business jumping into, but I'll do it anyway. So, but this one, it's pretty easy. It's a fantastic driver. The only other modification to the car is the super stock springs underneath, which I want to get to. I'll just show you quickly for those who haven't seen it. I got a 2-inch lowering block on them. I'm gonna swap them out for 1.5 inches. The car has a very stock ride height, which is nice, because you know, it's like stealth, sleeper, looks good. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rake. We'll see what a 1/2 inch does. The springs in there are B and E body super stock springs with the last numbers of 460 and 461. They're rated for, I think, a 3,800 pound car. So, you know, like usually these cars that are well appointed and loaded, this one does have AC, you know, electric motors. It used to have electric windows. I forgot to mention that. But the crank's in there because one, the doors were rotting out, and two, it's a little bit lighter. And while I'm not really going through the motions of making this thing super light, some things can stay out, other things can go in, like a bitchin' stereo, a nice amplifier, subwoofer. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Let's see. That's it. You're basically caught up. I ain't got nothing. Maybe I'll have something for you next week. All right. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.